Hey, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the show. Hope you all had a great day. I presented at GSU today um, about urban planning. I did a little presentation on urban planning. We had a local history conference. It was excellent. So I wanted to share a little bit about that. Oops, sorry. I don't know what happened. I also want to evaluate the city's press conference on the shooting today to see how they did. We can grade them on it and see what we think. And we'll end with some gay humor, something interesting for Pride Month. So I hope everybody's doing well. I am exhausted. It was a long day between this conference and helping some tenants with something and doing the lawn and watering the flowers and showing a house. So it's been very busy today. Very busy. But yeah, let's start with this Harvey press conference. Let me get this pulled up here. Shall we start with ABC 7? Hmm. Oh, I thought it was still out there on the top of their page. Sorry. Let's see here. Ah, yeah, this would be today, right? Oh, there's YouTube as well. Yeah, this is the one I wanted. This is from today. Okay, give me the video now. Okay. Oh, okay. Oops, wrong. Uh, there we go. Okay, now can you guys see? All right, hopefully that's good. And hopefully the audio is working. It should be working. Okay. Okay, so here we go. So there was a few weeks ago there was an 11-year-old shot when we were told that she was this was near 158th and Paul Line in the alley that either she was shot getting into the car. The city really has not said anything about it, even though it's been a few weeks. So let's see what the press conference. Let's evaluate. Let's grade them on the press conference today. Okay, let's see. Let's see how they did. Here's Mayor Clark. Oh, and look who's behind him. Interesting. That's the guy that grabbed my neck so fiercely last year. Oh my lord, I can't believe it. He still works for Harvey Police. Now, keep in mind, in the 6 years Clark has been in office, we've had plenty of shootings. He very rarely does a press conference about it. The police and the city don't even tell us about any crimes that happen. Ha! Now, like I said, mind you, we've had how many shootings and murders over the years? We don't even know because they don't report them. They never talk about them. So far, I give Clark. I mean, at least he's talking about it. But why now? And why only a few? Why did he wait a few weeks after the actual shooting happened? And sorry, Mr. Mayor, but you're the mayor. We know you can't prevent every crime, but you are top secret about all crime in Harvey. And we have people complain all the time about police are protecting certain drug dealers. You've seen I was arrested. My older woman's been arrested 4 times for doing nothing but ask questions about where the money's going in the city. So it's really rich of him to say, oh, don't make it political. Well, this is your 6th year in office, and how's that crime thing going for you, Mayor Clark? Not too well. Which, by the way, he is still acting chief. He was never confirmed by the city council. Been years now. So, what do you think? Given Harvey Police Department's horrible track record for corruption and just not telling us about any crimes and barely solving any crimes, especially major crimes like murders, do you think that this was actually the real perpetrator, or do you think they're trying to pin it on someone? By the way, Harvey cops have done that before. Just Google it. So it wouldn't be the first time, but someone else, a neighbor, pointed out, like, wow, if they found that shooter so quick, what about murders from years ago? And that, like I said, we never even get told about them, let alone find the shooters. So do you think that they actually found the real criminal, or do you think this is just someone that they found quickly to make Clark look good for, because he knows he's under scrutiny right now? What do you think? Oh, thank you, Solomon. Oh my gosh. Yes, that would be important. Okay, well, I wonder why. Let me try to refresh it. Hold on.
Board with information and supported us in our efforts. We cannot do
Okay,
this in
Solomon, how
isolation.
about now?
We need you in Harvey. In a moment, you'll hear from two key members of this investigations from
Let me
our
know if you guys
operational
can hear.
response. First Deputy Chief Derek Charles, who will speak on our immediate field response and patrol strategy. Then you'll hear from Javier Magana, the Director of the
Checking out
Division of
listening in.
Criminal
Okay, hey,
Investigations,
Wyoming.
who will walk
Yeah,
you
no
through the
problem.
investigation process. What I'd like to do now
I'll
is turn
check
it
on
over
my
to
YouTube
Deputy
too
Chief
to make
Derek
sure
Charles.
that the
Thank
sound is on for the video.
Thank you, Chief. As the Chief stated,
Okay. So far, I apologize. Apparently, I don't know, the sound maybe wasn't working the best. Basically, the mayor was saying, like, oh, thank you, Solomon. Oh, this is so tragic, and people shouldn't use it for, to talk about politics, et cetera, et cetera. And I said, well, this is your 6th year in office. You never tell us about any crimes. You don't tell us about solving them, especially the big ones like murders and things like that. So, I mean, that is part of your job. You're over the police department. The police chief that just spoke, he is like the last in the long line of police chiefs Clark has had. He kept firing them over the years because during his 6 years in office, because they would tell him no to an unethical or something illegal that he was asking them to do, and he didn't like it, so he behaves like a man child, and he kept going through police chiefs. So this latest one has never been confirmed by the city council, so he's still an acting police chief. And then this guy that's talking, he's the one in the video of me about a year ago where you can see him grabbing my neck like this. Okay. So why is he even so public? Like, they have no sense whatsoever. At least put the guy on desk duty. He was extremely abusive to me, and that's all on video.
after receiving calls of shots fired in the area of 158 and Page, Polina, Harvey patrol officers immediately responded to the scene. Once the officers arrived and discovered several shell casings, they were notified by dispatch that a possible victim had
Okay,
already
good.
arrived at Ingalls Hospital. An officer went to Ingalls and confirmed that there was a vehicle believed to be involved in the incident and a victim inside the emergency room. Officers secured both crime scenes and began canvassing the surrounding areas for witnesses and video footage. Harvey detectives also responded to both crime scenes and began their investigation. Director Magana and Detective Brazil combed through hours of video footage, identifying the suspect's vehicle within 3 hours of the incident. While Detective Baptiste, our juvenile detective, contacted the family of the victim to offer support services and updates. A short time later, the suspect's vehicle was located by the Lansing Police Department. The male driver was taken into custody, and both were transported back to Harvey Police Department for
Lansing,
further
huh?
investigation. Detectives identified the driver of the vehicle as Braylon Waters. During an interview, Waters admitted to driving the vehicle in question in the area of the shooting around the time of the incident. Detectives also processed Waters' vehicle and found a loaded handgun with ammunition that matched the ammunition recovered at the scene. This successful apprehension underscores the relentless commitment of the Harvey Police Department's patrol and investigation divisions, alongside our command staff who are actively engaged in patrolling our community daily. Our sergeants meticulously analyze data.
I have to correct that. They patrol, and they may patrol sometimes, but it's usually to harass anyone who criticizes the mayor. They act as his personal bodyguards, and then we have several people who accuse the or they say they have evidence that Harvey police protects drug, at least, I would say at least 2 drug markets I know of. So again, I'll say it again. We've asked the Cook County Sheriff, the feds, the state to please intervene and investigate our police department. They are the criminals in Harvey. So who polices the police? Everything they're saying, it sounds good. I mean, like I said, I hope that this is the guy who actually committed the crime. But again, Harvey police have a track record of manipulating evidence, framing people for crimes they didn't do. I just hope to God that that's not the case for this man. I hope he is actually the perpetrator. If not, I hope he has a good lawyer, because I would not trust Harvey police. I'm sorry.
Calls for service to identify target areas for directed patrols and regularly conduct outdoor roll calls. The professionalism, dedication, and structured approach of our police department to our community. I would like to commend the extraordinary efforts of the men and women of the Harvey Police Department's patrol and investigations divisions. Their swift, collaborative, and professional response led to this arrest. I would also like to express our sincere gratitude to the community for their unwavering support and cooperation throughout this investigation. Our thoughts and prayers remain with Willow, Ms. Nichols, and her family as they continue to heal from this traumatic event. We will continue to provide support and updates as this legal process unfolds. Now,
morning, and lined up for a shooting that happened. My detectives processed the scene, located 6 shell casings, 40 caliber casings.
Oh, it's Detective Magana. We've seen him before? Well, keep listening. I'll pull up the footage.
We learned that a juvenile was struck in the head by one of the bullets. Our investigations, detectives started canvassing the area for video footage and also businesses. One of the nearby businesses had video shootings of the shooting, at which time we identified the vehicle used in the shooting was a red Mitsubishi Outlander. Through flock cameras, we located the plate on the vehicle. Subsequently, the vehicle was stopped in Lansing, Illinois, where Mr. Waters was arrested and transported to the police station. Eventually, Mr. Waters was charged with a Class X felony, aggravated battery with a firearm. I want to thank the
Okay, they
citizens
said that already.
and the businesses for their cooperation in giving us video surveillance of the incident.
All right, I'm going to show you where we've seen Detective Magana, or Director Magana. I don't even know what they're calling him now. So take a look at that. Oh, whoopsies. Sorry, let me share that again. So keep it in mind, right? That's Detective Magana. Here he is again.
Please escort the second ward alderman from.
Oh, there he is. Look, he's the one. As Alderwoman Chapman is gathering her things, she's following the what the mayor said, even though it wasn't right. She's still gathering her things to leave, and Magana is standing over her. Eventually, touches her, which is totally inappropriate. Oh, and here's the guy that laid his hands on me. He's right there. So can you imagine you're a female alderwoman, you have these two big guys that are armed standing over you? Just horrible.
Thank you.
Oh. Both of them. Don't touch her. Remember, Magana touched her first. She was just trying to say, like, hey, I'm complying. Give me some space. So look, one woman, 1, 2, 3 fully armed police officers. You've got to be kidding. Magana is the one that's speaking right now and at the press conference. Leave her alone. Wow. We're getting this. Look. These are the two guys that were just speaking at the press conference. These are the heroes all of a sudden? Sorry. Sorry, I can't help but be a little suspicious there, okay? Something's not quite right there. They're not, I don't think they're the heroes they're making themselves out to be.
Condolences to the family. And I turn over this conference to the lawyer of the family.
Good morning. Willow is alive. Willow is alive. But Willow is alive. I come to you today on behalf of the family to speak in the words of the mother.
And for that, we are very grateful, yes.
But we have to think about the fact that Willow is alive, because what I'm about to say could go another way.
But
tragedy. Thank goodness it's not, because Willow is alive. This is a statement from the mother of Willow James. Before I begin, think of something when you were young, so precious and so new, and when you woke up and you spent the entire day looking for it, and you never found it, and you're still an adult thinking, how would my life have been? My name is Shevlin Nicholson. I'm the mother of Willow James, a vibrant, intelligent, hard-kinded 11-year-old girl who survived an unimaginable series of unfortunate events. A few weeks ago, my daughter Willow was shot in the head while leaving school midday with her father and her cousin in a place that should be safe for every child, a school zone. The bullet entered one side of her head and exited. What followed has been a never-ending nightmare no child, parent, or family should have to endure. Our lives have been shattered. Willow, our young, all-around athlete with a promise to become a future star, now faces a long, uncertain road to recovery, physically, emotionally, and mentally. She suffered a trauma no child should have to carry. Her father, William, who witnessed the horror unfold, now living with a trauma they'll never forget. The weight of this pain has no expiration date. No family deserves this kind of agony, and no child should be caught in the crosshairs of a senseless violence, especially not in a school zone. We're grateful that the individual responsible for this violent and cowardly act has been apprehended. While no arrest can undo the damage done, This moment of accountability gives us a moment of peace, point for justice. However, because that's why we as a family are committed to turning our pain into purpose. In Willow's name, we would like to be invited to have a seat at the table. We want to work with local representatives and lawmakers to establish Willow's law, a legislative effort that will enforce stricter penalties and enhance sentencing for violent crimes committed in and around designated school safety zones. School zones should be peaceful areas where force feel like protection, not war zones riddled with aims for target practice. We want to give heartfelt thanks and appreciation to the Harvey Police Department for their vigilant, immediate, and determined response. We also want to give our gratitude to the state's attorney office, Mayor Clark, the Harvey's Commissioner Office, and to the many first responders and medical staff who handled this case with compassion, empathy, and urgency. To our families and friends, and every person who's lifted us up with prayers, messages, visits, words of encouragement, and acts of love and kindness, please hear me. My heart thanks you. I could not. Her dad could not. Her siblings could not move. Your love for Willow has pushed us to keep fighting and keep moving for her, because right now she cannot. We no longer feel alone in the fights against the school year. Willow's a fighter. She's strong. She's a light. We will not rest until her light shines even brighter and until every and care that they deserve. From the bottom of our hearts, we thank you, and we ask that you please continue to stand with Willow. And remember, we would like to work on Willow's law. Sincerely, Shevelin Nicholson, on behalf of the James and Nicholson families. Thank you.
Okay, I think I did read. I shared the text on Facebook.
Yes, my first name is Quandra, Qwandra. Go from one side of the head to another. There is a journey. So what I can say is she's no longer just laying in the bed. She has moved on to a rehabilitative center, and she's able to do her daily workouts to get to a better place. But every day is going to be a heart-wrenching thing that an 11-year-old should not do. She should be getting ready for cheerleading practice or track, not what she is doing every day because of the trauma that she's endured. She is better than the first day, but every day is still going to be very hard for her. But each day is a bit better than the day before.
What grade is she in again?
She was in the 5th grade.
You talked about her being an athlete. You just briefly mentioned cheerleading and track. Talk to us more about this vibrant young lady that we're talking about.
We have a cheerleader, track star, basketball, actress, singer, dancer.
That's sweet. Well, at least the lawyer seems to be pretty well spoken. Obviously, we wish the family the best. It's a very difficult time. I wanted to point out another video of we heard from Detective Magana. So not only was he the one that manhandled Colby, but this was another incident that I had with him last year, where I was. Here is one of the tours that I will give of Harvey, with the especially doing the historical society, and just because I love the city so much. So we were walking by the mayor's house, which he has, two of his homes that he owns, but we're told, he doesn't actually live there. He lives somewhere else, not in Harvey, which is a whole other crazy issue. How can you not live where you're supposed to be mayor of? But anyway, same thing, like these huge fences in the front yard, like they're not allowed in the zoning. But when I was in the Planning and Zoning Commission, he pushed through a variance so he could get those in front of the 2 houses that he owned. The man is paranoid and he is very immature. So, it is what it is. But anyway, we were just on the public sidewalk. We weren't doing anything wrong. And guess who shows up? So he stops me. He comes back. And I knew, I was like, oh, okay, Patricia, you know he's going to come check on us. So watch. Now watch what happens. Oh, look who pulls up. Now, mind you, in Harvey, like I said, we have murders that go unsolved, crimes regularly of all severities go unreported. But if you're walking around the mayor's house, oh, you get a visit from a detective. Look at this. And by the way, he has I think it's 3 police cars in front of his homes that he owns but doesn't live in at all times. And I think one of them is always manned by someone. Oh, and he had Harvey, I believe, only has one like police video camera, and it's right behind one of his homes. So he needs to know who I am because I'm walking on a public sidewalk to make sure there's no threat. To be clear, being in public and a policeman thinking you're suspicious, that's not a reason that I have to show them my ID. Now I did anyway, but again, this is just the typical day-to-day harassment that we get. There he is. The same guy you just heard talk, and say how they were such heroes for this murder investigation, and you see how he's harassing me. You saw how he has arrested Colby multiple times for nothing, just for speaking out. And he laid his hands on Colby. Let me make sure you guys can see. Wait, can you see and hear? Okay. No apologies. That is a good question. I haven't heard anything, which is, like I said, it's frustrating. Not that, like I said, I hope the police caught the real shooter in this case. Like, I hope everything they're saying is true. It's just that they have a horrible track record of abusing people, not solving the crimes, not making the community safer, but actually the police themselves being the criminals. So, forgive me if I'm a little skeptical, okay? And yeah, I have no news at all about the victim, in North Harvey near you. Wasting taxpayers' money. Exactly. Yep. Hey, Ryan and everybody. Hello. Hey. Hey, Shay. I'm sorry. I remembered the mom said nobody would talk to her. Probably one of his godsons. Who was that, Shay? Mom said nobody would talk to her. Oh, yeah, the mom, Willow's mom. Yeah. And I would understand, like at the press conference today, they want the support of the city and the police. So even if privately they're very frustrated, you can't blame a family that's going through a tragedy for not, calling out the mayor and the police right then and there, because you know how petty Clark and our police are. I wouldn't put it past them to be like, oh, fine, you want to complain, then see if we help you, to solve this crime or whatever. They would do that. Okay, sorry, now you should be able to hear it again. But look at this guy. Look. Just for our record.
That's fine.
Can I get your name and
Yeah, I'm
You don't have to identify yourself because police think you are suspicious. That is not a crime. Just want to
crying with
clarify
the
that.
Harvey
Yes,
Historical
yeah,
Society.
Didn't you traffic comment?
Am I obligated to show him my ID if we didn't do anything illegal?
A guest with me, she. Can you imagine? This is someone who doesn't live in Harvey, and like this is her impression of our community. It's frustrating. It's embarrassing. That's why. we gotta
Yeah,
call
just to
this
be
out.
clear again, we're
Thank you, sir.
I take photos all over.
Okay.
So
I still gave my
out
ID. I
there
did
being
not.
asked for my ID. It's almost like the state is trying to track me or
They
something.
sure are.
It's pretty, yeah, kind of
Look at the
making me
guy.
uncomfortable. Plus, I do tours of Harvey all the time.
Which is actually, I've
I'm
never,
okay. Just making sure. Sing whiskey.
2,
Okay.
4,
1, 2.
yes.
Ma'am, related.
no, we're friends.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, I'll try. He want to know if we're related. It's like, what the hell? That is not your business.
I do too.
I had an old home.
You know who has?
Mhm.
This is the quote unquote hero from the
Really?
Main Street.
from
They had
the
a house. It's a block
press
worth that.
conference.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
The church and.
Okay. Which was right here.
Mhm.
Yeah, I went there.
Did you
Like
really?
total harassment. These, but I did.
Weird.
We were taking pictures of this house, and that's the mayor's house. And,
Oh, he's been
I just want to make sure that everything's okay.
He takes a lot of pictures,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
so yeah.
I actually document every house in
Yeah.
Harvey.
Do you?
Every
Nice.
house.
Yeah.
And in particular, since this one is
And
under
he knows
construction,
who I
Yeah,
am.
I
it's
wanted
pretty.
to see exactly what's going
Because
on.
he was there,
that is our
or
specialty.
well, I don't know if
is,
he
like,
actually
restoring
maybe he
old
wasn't there the
homes.
day I was arrested, but he knew
Which
who I
is
was.
which is nice. Me too. Yeah, I really like the glass clock for one thing.
No, there's nothing strange.
Okay.
Well,
So he keeps us. He
that point
keeps us.
because I'm very uh, uh public meeting. Um
Right, exactly. Go look for crime. Yeah. So as they're interrogating us, as we're doing our little tour, yeah. You can hear it on the radio. So I don't want to play anymore, but you can go to Brian's Gay Chicago, the YouTube, and you can see that it's a video from last year. But literally, we're like, why don't you go investigate those shots fired? Like, why are you bothering us? So, I'm a little suspicious that they're all of a sudden let me see here. Okay.
She hit all the points. That's why in the mom's speech, she said she's destined to be a star. Every
share their gratitude for the outpouring of support. Can you speak to have you been able to ascertain who the intended target was of this individual, and did he admit to the shooting, or what did he admit to?
So
we don't want to release too much information as this is still going through the.
Oh, there's the guy that has hands on my neck again and was harassing Colby. The report had a good question. They said, well, who was the target?
Reports. We did interview the subject. As I stated earlier, the subject did admit to being in the area of the shooting around the time of the shooting. But that's all we're prepared to release at the present time.
Can you say it was not the intended target? I'm sure that was.
At this time, no.
Was anyone in the car an intended target?
At this time, we're not. I do not have the details of his criminal background with me at this
Question. What's the question?
I was asking you if this in this Raylan Waters, is he a convicted felon?
He's not a convicted felon. He does have a criminal background. At this point, we don't have his background right now with us.
Would you say based off of the background?
Huh. Why wouldn't you bring that with you to a press conference about a shooting? I don't understand that.
That you've seen, he's a person that shouldn't have been out, or
Well, we do know that he does not have a valid FOID card or a CCL, so he should have never had a weapon with him.
We'll take a few more questions. They need to get to court, so.
Can the mayor respond to a mayor? Are you available?
And what's with the sunglasses? Like, why can't we see your eyes? I could get it for the mom because she's distraught, but like, why do they have these sunglasses on? They want the mayor to
Very
talk.
concerned about safety. I mean, this is ridiculous that a kid and her dad can't drive from school home without bullets flying. What do you want to convey to?
Well, let's see what Clark
area
says about
residents
safety.
Especially now going into the summer months, and traditionally we've seen sometimes spikes in crime and violence during the summer months.
Well, first in the city of Harvey, we have seen a decrease in crime over the years.
Lie number one.
So you may want to make
Lie number one. Also, because they don't release accurate crime stats or any crime stats. When they do, it's very general, but we have no way to verify that that's actually true because they don't show receipts, just like they don't for money.
articulate that. As far as this particular event, we want everyone, of course, to be vigilant. You know, we are a community here. The reason why we're here having this discussion today is because of community effort through the efforts of the mayor's office and through this proud family that stands with us. So it's so many people working.
He's going to tell you what to think.
What we want to try to do, and we're hoping that people will see, is that the city of Harvey, while we have had challenges, we are getting better, and we are putting things in place to make sure that issues like this never.
Are we really? I don't know. I would say crime is, I mean, from the data that I have seen, which is not complete, but I would say crime is the same, if not worse, depending on the type of crime, as it was under Kellogg. And he's been, and Clark has been in office now for 6 years. And yeah, just answer the question, right? Exactly.
I just want to say on the side note that I stand with the family as far as creating a law, and I'll do whatever it is that I possibly can to help deal with it.
Wait. Why do we need a separate law? Why don't you just start with doing your job? And let's start with answering resident questions without sending police to follow them and harass them and ticket them and arrest them. How about we get a police chief that is qualified and not just your lackey?
These types of issues, especially when and if, hopefully never again, some type of violence would take place in these type of environments.
Was he in the car? Was the suspect in the car by himself when the shooting happened?
I believe he was in the vehicle by himself, correct?
Yes, he was.
He was in the vehicle by himself. Real quick, there's always this narrative that's being pushed out here that crime is up in the city of Harvey.
Who's ready for more BS? Who's ready for more BS? He must not hear the pop-up on Halstead. Yeah, no, and the worst. Yeah. Oh boy, his teeth were. Oh no, his teeth were about to come out for lying, you know? Is that like Pinocchio with the nose growing, except it's with teeth? But yeah, let's see. Now his little, remember, this police chief is really not qualified to be chief. And he came from Dalton, by the way. He was in Dalton. And one of the, I believe he was Eddie Winters. I think he was one of the people that Eddie Winters, our first chief under Clark, said he would not promote because Clark wanted him to be promoted, and he's like, no, no, no. I have to promote people that deserve it, not just because you want it.
And I'm here today to state that crime is down in the city of Harvey. Statistically, we see that crime has decreased in our city. And today should be a day to celebrate that we've captured this individual. That we want to celebrate Willow and her recovery, and we want to highlight her recovery, and also that my team is doing it. The mayor's office is provided to our agency to make sure that we're doing everything to make sure this type of incident does not occur again. So I just want to put that out there because I know everybody's using it, likes to say that crime is up in the city of Harvey and it's down everywhere else. In the city of Harvey, crime is down. And we're going to continue.
Nope, sorry. Forgive me. I don't believe you. Harvey police and the Harvey mayor, they lie. They lie. Time and time again. By the way, did you know I've been watching some of these police auditor videos? Did you know apparently it is legal for the police to lie to you? And they are trained to lie to you to get you to give information to falsely incriminate yourself. So do remember, you always have the right to remain silent.
To make sure this summer we have our officers out doing walk and talk, to be out in different corridors to see in our business corridor. The team is also committed to being out there in the community so people can understand that we are part of the community. This department has changed. We've changed the culture. We're changing the environment, and that's something that we stand on.
Did you really?
Thank you.
Is that why you just arrested my alderwoman for the fourth time?
I believe that was from May 28th, 5/13.
May 28th. Hasn't talked about it at the public meetings.
He was transferred to a station where he was interviewed. At that point, we did not have enough sufficient evidence to bring charges, being that we were trying to get a search warrant for his vehicle that was in our custody. Upon executing a search warrant, we did locate a loaded 40 caliber handgun, and the state attorney's office, they reviewed the case, video footage from the nearby businesses and residents, and decided it was enough to charge Waters with aggravated battery with a firearm. That was this. Yes, the mayor and the chief, they brought in it's called flock camera, and with that technology, we were able to get the license plates from their vehicle involved in the shooting. And subsequently, he came back to.
I never wish anyone harm. I hope that this is true. I hope the police have gotten the right man and that they're not trying to frame someone like Harvey police have done before, just to make Clark look good. I guess one good thing about the mayor wasting money and being obsessive about having all that police presence around his two houses is that, hopefully that helped at least to catch the guy. But you also have to think about it, like, I understand he can't prevent every crime, but the homes that Clark doesn't live in, allegedly, that's what we're told, they have all that secure, the 3 police cars, they've got the police camera, he has all this security, and that still happened right by his house. Like, to me, that says you don't have control of your city. Like, this is crazy. One Facebook post suggests City of Harvey was safer under the Kellogg administration with fewer homicides and more cases solved compared to the current administration. Yeah, it was pretty. I mean, the police were really corrupt under Kellogg too. I don't know if I would say it was better under Kellogg, but some days, like I definitely would not want Kellogg to be mayor again. But yes, some days I'd rather, I guess, have Kellogg to work with. Like, for instance, at least Kellogg didn't shut down all the bars and clubs. Now, he extorted them for money, but Clark just shut them all down. Like, people did have jobs at a lot of these bars and clubs and things in Harvey. And like Clark just shut them all down. So there's really weird stuff like that Clark did where I to this day I still don't understand that. I'm like, why would you do that? Just stop extorting them, but don't like shut them down. So it's strange.
You get that license plate off of nearby surveillance video in the area.
And Flock. It was Flock, yeah.
So basically, Flock is a license plate reader.
It's a license plate reader, yes.
Yeah, I think our police, we're supposed to have at least one license plate reader, I think they said. I don't know where it is, but.
The screams of a husband charged.
That's it. Okay. So I don't know what you guys think. I don't know. I still give Harvey, maybe I'll be generous and give him a D minus because they have lied so much for years. The Clark's administration and the police. So I don't trust them. But I hope for Willow's sake and for her family's sake that this is the actual criminal and that Harvey handles at least this one murder well. Like I said, even though we had tons of other unsolved murders and other crimes that don't even get told to us about. I'm working on one actually, but it's with the Spanish speaker where there was a shooting that, again, it happened fairly recently. And I guarantee you probably none of you have heard about it. So I'm working on that, reporting that. So anyway, moving on from that, let's talk about, I wanted just to share with you guys a little bit of what I presented today at Governor State. We had a history conference. So first thing I wanted to point out, excuse me, is that if you ever want to get a hold of me, I do have a landing page. It's called ryans-chicago.com. All right. So it looks like this. So feel free to use that. You can let people know it exists. It's just a landing page. So it just says all my contact info. You know, I have to obviously throw some French in there because I used to teach French full time and je suis francophile. I'm a French lover, so I love it. But, you know, my real estate sales that I do, if you ever have any real estate questions, I do preservation and restoration of older buildings, Harvey community advocacy, LGBT advocacy, French, and more. So basically, I just, you know, tried to put all of my phone number, email, here's my Facebook, here's my Instagram, here's the YouTube, the Ryan's Gay Chicago link, here's the link to the Harvey Historical Society Facebook page. So if you're ever like, how do I reach Ryan? I have a question. Just go to ryansgaychicago.com and it has all of my info there. And Charlene says, there was a shooting last night by my house. Right, exactly. See, why should I have to hear about that from you? That really, really gets me angry. That should be put on a website, a Harvey Police Department website. We have the internet nowadays. I have old historic papers where there used to be reporters who would just cover things like that. And they would give the most detailed information. They would say, like, you know, Mrs. Smith, Tuesday, January 14th, slipped and fell and hurt her head, but she is okay. The police took her to Ingalls and, you know, and she returned to, you know, where it happened right outside her home at, you know, 157th and Myrtle. And, you know, and she's like getting back, like, they're called police blotters, if you guys remember that term. So that would you just see that in your paper, and they would tell you it didn't matter if it was something small or if it was something big. They would always you would know about everything. Okay, so Harvey was like that for most of its existence, but I would say, you know, maybe under Johnson, but definitely under Kellogg, like they weren't really communicating about crimes. And then under Clark, it's been like nothing. We get told nothing about any crimes, big or small. I called and they came like 3 hours later. Was anybody hurt? Hopefully not. I hope not, guys. Okay, so let me remove that. I wanted to show you briefly So if you want to look up some old maps, I love this stuff. If you go to, if you just search for U.S. Geological Survey maps, look at this. This is so cool. So I put in the zip code of Harvey, and then you can pick these different maps from different times. So let's go back to around when Harvey was started. Okay, so this is the map from 1893, and watch. This is the current map, right? It gives you an overlay of what the U.S. Geological Survey map was at the time. Isn't that so cool? So Harvey didn't have the dates here, massacred, kicked out of their home, which is a whole other issue. But you just had Blue Island. You had some areas like Pullman here. You had South Chicago because they had some mills. Here's Pullman. Okay, but you Calumet River. Okay, and look, there was a community. Now, actually, it should have been called Harvey at that time. Harvey was found. Can you guys see okay too? Oh, they asked, did I see anything? Wait, you guys didn't tell me. I didn't share the darn thing. Oh my God. It's like somebody call me and tell me. Speaking of that, let me make sure my mod is not messaging me. No, okay. They did ask if I saw anything. Okay, well, I hope nobody was hurt. The plate readers is by your block. I asked Roger who managed it, and he said he did not know. He didn't tell you he would find out and get back to you? Like, hello, can we say do your minimum job? Oh my God. Anyway, but now you guys, sorry, now you can see these old maps. They're so cool. So look, this is the 1901 map, and look at how much Harvey had grown already. Look at that. They labeled North Harvey, West Harvey, Harvey. See, sometimes we'll sit on the tracks and then you have to go around. But the factories were on this side, east of the train. And then on the west side, you had the ideal downtown. You had the post office, city hall, businesses. It was super, super, super cute. So like North Harvey, it was developed, but that's why you have some of those old homes by the Calumet River, because you can see some of the buildings were already on that map in 1901. Then let's fast forward. Sorry, I want to make sure nobody was saying anything. Did I miss anything? Okay. Let's fast forward to 1929 and look at this. Is so cool. Watch. $1929. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Lake. No, I don't want Lake Calumet. It should just be Calumet, I thought. Okay, sorry. Let me recenter it, maybe. There we go. Okay. Forever. Oh, there we go. Now look, there's still not much. See, you see a little bit out here with Oak Forest, but like Orland is a farm town. It's mostly farm towns, guys. There are a few towns that are developed, but Harvey is the big city, and you have up here you have Blue Island. Okay. Showing a little bit of the history of Harvey. I love these old maps. Look at that. Isn't that 1929, baby? Harvey was the, and I mean that was the place to get rid of that. Sounds like you're in a matrix. You're going in and out. I'm sorry. It was being a big pain, huh? Here, you know what? What if I show you? I actually downloaded some. Maybe that would work better here. Here's one that I downloaded, so you can see. Wait, which one? This one, I think. This is the 1892. It's the 1892 map. Look at little baby Harvey. There's Blue Island was developed, okay, but most everything is pretty country. There's Dalton. There's Riverdale. Look at little Harvey post office. And then it was called South Lawn before it was called Harvey. So little city, right where the Illinois Central, and then this is 1901. Wow. So look, Harvey grew a lot, huh? Homewood grew up a little bit. Hazel Crest was called South Harvey. You see West Pullman and Blue Island. You see where the factories were in South Chicago. That's how Cal City developed. Basically, was just like a little twin city to Hammond, but Hammond was the place to be as far as having all the development in the downtown and everything. So then let me make sure you guys are hearing me now. Okay, yeah, let me know if there's like problems or whatever. And then the last one, I think this is 29. Oh man, I'm sorry. Darn it. This thing is too slow for me. I need to move faster. Okay. I think this is the one that I wanted to show. Oh yeah, this was the 1929 one. So by the time we get to 1929, again, you can see, wow, look at Harvey is the metropolis. Look at that. It was crazy he didn't want to take part in the casino. Oh, the mayor. Yeah, I don't know what Mayor Clark wants to do with the casino. That's a good question. I'm glad you came on though, Charlene. That's wonderful. Oop. Sorry. This one, right, is what we're on? No. Where's the 1929 map? Ah, yeah, there it is. Isn't that cool though? Look at, wow. So by 1929, in less than 40 years, Harvey went from like nothing to like a huge city. relative to for the area. Look here, there's little baby Midlothian. And remember, everything was near the train, right? There were no highways. Look at, there's nothing here. This is the west. This is like the central part of Hazel Crest now. But look, there's no subdivisions or anything. Little baby Homewood, little baby Flossmore, little baby Olympia Fields. They really grew up because of the golf courses. And then Chicago Heights. Again, Chicago Heights was the other major city. You had to the east, you had Hammond. And wait, does this one show any of Dalton? No, this one didn't show any of Dalton. Dalton and Riverdale were here, but they weren't as big. Whoop, I'm back. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happens. I don't know if it's StreamYard or my computer or what, but sometimes it just freezes. Me and my son ran through Tinley Northern. I can't believe they're getting a Jack in the Box. Oh yeah. I heard we were getting one. I didn't know it was coming there, but I don't remember Jack in the Box. I think they either were not here when I was born or I was too small. But yeah, my family remembers that. I think there used to be one in Harvey or Dalton or something, like in the 60s or 70s. But okay, you guys, what was supposed to be our other? What was the other thing on our agenda? I can't remember the last thing I said. Let me look because I honestly just can't remember. Oh, okay, yeah. We went over the press conference. I definitely gave the city a failing grade for that. Urban planning and the gay stuff. Okay, cool. Harvey, where the Dairy Queen was at. Oh, okay. So where the Dairy Queen was, that was the Jack in the Box. Because I definitely know. I mean, I have family members that would talk about going, but I've never even had it in the South? I've never even tried it in the South. I don't know what it like. Is their food? Is it good? Is it better than White Castle? Let's say, or uh, trying to think. What's the one that's popular out west? In and Out. Like I had In and Out burger. It was good when I went to California. I mean, I don't think it was like, oh my god, I have to have it. But so you think, okay, so surely you think it's good. It gets your approval. Okay, let me pull up my but yeah, basically today, so I presented an urban planner how to lay out a downtown. Students did that activity, and actually, let me pull up while this is opening. I want to show you some of the things that did a great job. Oh, okay, wait, it's open. Never mind. Okay, cool. Can you guys see? Should be able to see now. All right, cool. So this was my presentation at GSU today. I put in some cool old Harvey pictures. And I also have, obviously this is a little bit clearer, but I did put the live of it. I recorded live. So if you want to take a look, thinking like an urban planner, design a walkable downtown. So I put in like, look, here's the old Harvey Theater picture. This is the Era Theater. I talked about, you can find me on Facebook under the Historical Society, Ryan'sGayChicago.com, which is like my landing page. And I explained a little bit of my history, which I think I did here on the video the other night, as far as, having 100 plus years of family history in Harvey, the different connections, Wassos being relatives, things like that. So we talked about why do we want to plan walkable downtowns? Harvey is an example, and then design your own downtown. This is one of the parades from, I think it's like a 70s era parade. 70s? Let's see. This might be a seven. It's seven. I think it's 70s era parade. I would say maybe it's 76. But now, do you see Rexel's Drugs? That's where One Stop is right now. It says Oliver Rexel's, and then this was Donna's. I forget what was here, but yeah, that's that. This is One Stop now. Okay, to give you an idea, Harvey had lots of really great parades. That was just one example. This is a cool. This is a cool 70s pic too of Harvey. Sorry, I didn't mean to scroll down yet. That's a cool 70s pic of Harvey, with including the Amtrak, and then the orange colored metro trains, IC trains. This is the building that burnt down a few years ago, and I'm so pissed about it. That was shady. Mark's Toggery, because this used to be a men's dress store, like dress clothes store. I still think that there was some sort of shady fraud or arson or something that went on with that, because that was still standing up till a few years ago. This, I believe it's like this building is here. This right now, I think, is the, what do you call it? City Sports. And then unfortunately, very, 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 very sad, I think the Sugar Bowl was in this building. This building did not survive. And then as you see, same thing, like this building did not survive. This is where the bus depot is now. So we lost a lot of our beautiful old buildings, which is why it irritates me so much that the mayor just wants to keep demolishing them. Oop, there we go. Okay, y'all with me? Can you hear? Can you see? Okay, looks like you can. Good. All right, next. So we talked about why downtowns matter. Downtown's important because it's the heart and soul. Everyone deserves access to a vibrant neighborhood. So look, I put pictures. I compared downtown Homewood. Okay, see the cute, the walkable stores, the trees and everything. Very cute. And I compared that to, look at the strip mall in Orland. Okay. So this is not walkable. This is not welcoming. This is like you have to drive. Most of the space is taken up by parking lots. Okay. So that when we talk about building walkable communities and walkable downtowns, this is not what we mean. We mean more like downtown Homewood. I talked about the Main Street organization, which promotes economic vitality, design, organization, promotion, basically bringing together businesses, historic preservation, community efforts, community groups, politicians, everybody coming together to make a strong local economy with local businesses, entrepreneurs using the old buildings, fixing up the old buildings, making it walkable. So if that kind of makes sense, I've gone to some of their conferences before. The Main Street is pretty cool organization. Downtown Tinley is walkable. Yeah. They have it's a pretty small area. Like it's not laid out as nicely as Harvey's, but they are expanding it. They're trying. Downtown Tinley on Oak Park Avenue. Yep. Harvey as the model plan city. Here you can see a flyer, okay, for the Harvey Land Association. 6 manufactories, they call them. Residential lots you could get. Oh, it says residence lots, they call it. $200 up to $1,000. Business lots $800 up to $1,400. So not bad, huh? Of course, that was also in the 1890s. Harvey was laid out as the ideal industrial city modeled after Pullman. Okay, so we had most of the factories were east of the tracks, and the downtown was west of the tracks. You could walk everywhere. We talked about what do you consider when you're an urban planner and you're developing a downtown? Walkability, public transit, public services, shopping. Are you going to have historic plaques in districts? I would love that for Harvey. Mixed use buildings are ideal, right? Because when you have like businesses on the first floor, residential above, people don't need cars, and it brings more density. So you're able to attract more businesses, because the more people you have in your downtown, the more businesses will want to open there. You need public gathering spaces, maybe parks, public art, grocery stores, of course, restaurants. You want to do some brick streets, special walkways to help slow traffic down. Schools, churches, places of worship. That's the sad thing about, the mayor recently. Oh, this was another Harvey parade from years. I don't know what that was from, but this is 154th Street. Oh, that is especially cool for Diana, because I know you weren't from Harvey, but do you see? Look at all the people. Harvey parades were where it was at. It was like very, very, very popular, and this downtown was hopping, baby. That's what I want to get back to. This is the original part of Thornton Township High School right there. But that is why it is so sad that the mayor wasted all that money and all those grants redoing 154th Street. It was the one street that did not need to be redone. It was in good shape. Not only that, but we still don't know. They got rid of, I think it's very possible he sold them. I mean, we don't know. They haven't shown us. So what am I supposed to think? All the historic bricks on that street, if you do it right, when you restore, you fix up, like especially in old downtown, you want to actually leave the brick pavers in there, because they're awesome. I mean, that street was solid, over 100 years old. It was solid. And nope, Clark had them tear up all the bricks, and as far as we know, he sold them and bought some houses in Arizona. I mean, we have no clue where that money went. No receipts, baby. So then for our activity, the participants had to draw their own downtown. It had to have a library, city hall, school, post office, just, some basic things. And then we discussed afterwards, how does this change your way of thinking about urban planning? Does this make you want to get more involved in your local town's planning or preservation? How could you use this activity in your classroom or your community group to encourage more people to push for walkable downtowns in the Southland? This is the old Elks Club, another tragedy, demolished, I think, in 1990. Look at this beautiful building. This was at Center and 155th Streets. And this is showing the block that this is like the current City Hall was not built yet, but this is that same area on Broadway. So you had all these businesses, and then I think on the other side of Broadway was just homes. So anyway, and then let me show you an example or two. Okay. So you can see, wait, did I only get one? I guess the other groups kept theirs. Oh well. But this was cute. This was one of the group's designs that they did. We didn't have that much time, so they couldn't color it. But you can see with their city, they did their public transit. They did the train. It goes around the city, or around like where the main blocks where people live. They put a park in the middle. They did like church, mixed use housing and stores on the main floor, and residential up above, schools, libraries, etc., grocery. Okay. Oh, sorry, there's the school. And I thought that they came up with a really cool idea. This group, they said that right around, just the blocks around the square, because the square is like a park, is cars cannot come unless it's like for delivery. So it's pedestrian only. So this group, they did a really good job. And then they said that's why they purposely put the train station like going around it, so that people wouldn't have to like cross the train tracks to get anywhere. So I thought they did a great job. That's just one example of what one of the groups came up with. I was very proud. That's why a lot of people are leaving. Oh, you mean because downtown Harvey is like, Clark is literally selling off Harvey for parts. Go look at my videos. I made a video, I think it was last summer, right? Yeah, that's when they were tearing up 154th. There's piles of these gorgeous, beautiful, valuable bricks, and we still don't know what happened to them. That's a lot of bricks. They took them all up. You don't do that. You save. Do you know towns like Wilmette and other towns that have like tons and tons and tons of money? They pay to restore their old brick streets. Or you have towns like when I lived in Oak Park, they had this one street, I guess maybe it wasn't brick underneath originally. They paid to put new brick pavers down, or cobblestone, whatever you want to call it, because it's considered so premium. It slows traffic down naturally. People love to walk on pavers, on brick pavers, cobblestone. It's very durable. It absorbs water better. It deals with wastewater better. So can you believe this idiot, Clark? Not only did he tear up the street, but like I said, he got rid of all those valuable brick. That brick street had been underneath the asphalt layers that were added on top for over 100 years and was in perfect shape. Yeah, ghost town, exactly. It's like, no wonder why nobody wants to come here. Like, you're literally tearing up and tearing down building. You're selling off Harvey, the best parts of Harvey for its parts. Like I said, you have other towns, like when I lived in Oak Park, they paid millions to buy new bricks to make this one section called Marion Street, to make this section look, with the cute little brick pavers, look like our street. Did you know all in downtown Harvey, they're all brick streets? They're covered over in asphalt, but they're all like I would eventually, I'd love to uncover them and restore them, not all of them, but at least some of them. This idiot, he literally sells the most valuable things. Like I said, these other towns, they're paying. Orland Park, they pay millions of dollars to try to put like cute bricks down by 143rd Street to make it look like they have an old like they have an old timey downtown. They don't. It's fake. It's fake. They don't. We do. And our mayor, what does he do? Oh, let's tear all the buildings down. Let's sell the bricks for money. So anyway, we deserve better, people, right? We deserve better. That street is horrible. Which one? Which street's horrible? I know we have a lot of horrible streets, right? Tell me, girl. Tell me. Tell us, girl. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then I'm gonna close on something cute and gay. I think I played something last night, some gay comedy since it's Pride Month. Oh, Martin G. Johnson's doing a call-in show right now. Isn't that late? Huh. Very interesting, guys. Oh, he's probably talking about Trump stuff, I bet you. Ooh, there's another good video on homophobia in the Black community. Oh, yeah, I think I wanted to watch that the other day. Should I play a little bit of it? Oh, I'm tempted. I've never watched it before, but. Hi, Ryan. I got here just in time to say sweet dreams. Hey, thanks, Tracy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, yeah, you're saying 154th. Right. And also, why don't you ask the people? Ask us what we want. Did we ever? I never asked for 154th Street to be redone. Did you ask for them to put the rain gardens in? I'm all about rain gardens and sustainability stuff. But what we did ask, and we had almost 1,300 people sign a petition to say, hey, instead of putting cutesy rain gardens in on 154th, why don't you not kick 15 families out of their homes on Myrtle Avenue for a retention pond in a park that we don't need, we didn't ask for. Go put it where Dixie Square is. Go put it where Lowell Longfellow was. No, Clark doesn't listen. This is the problem. He's a dictator. He needs to go. I want to see him go before the 2027 election. He needs to go. He should resign or be arrested or something because it's horrible. It's horrible having to deal with him and his 4 lackeys too. Don't forget, we're going to go after the 4 of you because you're just as bad. You enable everything that he does. So we want to see the truth of what you all are doing. Let me see. Okay. Let's see if this guy's show is... Oh, it could be good. Okay, he's starting going off. So that means it might be juicy. Let's see. It's entitled Homophobia in the Black Community, but like I said, I've never watched it before, so I don't know exactly what it's going to be like. I can't tell you exactly. So let us explore it together. Come on, computer. Come on, StreamYard. Come on. There we go. Okay. Let's check it out. Let's see how this is.
Okay. I am getting tired of hearing this dumb ass bullshit. I don't agree with it. I don't believe it's actually...
Sorry, it was freezing up. Okay. Can you guys hear okay?
Well, I don't believe it's right. I don't believe this. Yeah, it ain't about it's goes when God and then and there is a problem of homophobia in the Black community. I don't give a damn what y'all say. I'm not talking about the white man saying. I'm not saying. I ain't talking. I'm talking about y'all asses. Okay, I'm talking about Black folks in general. I'm talking about y'all asses. Okay, so I don't want to hear that dumb ass shit. Talking about some. Well, that because they do it too. Because you know that's the favorite cop out. Well, they do it too. I can smoke dope. They smoking dope too. Bitch, I knew that. But I ain't talking about their ass. I'm talking about Black folks. There's a homophobic problem in the Black community. And as much as y'all want to say it's not that bad, it's not. Just because y'all ain't shot up no nightclub, and just because y'all ain't shot up no place or nothing, don't mean something. Y'all do a little bit of small shit. And a lot of y'all asses are silent Omar Martins, okay? Silent, but deadly. You make these comments. A lot of folks were saying, well, D. Smith, she believe everybody gonna believe it. Everybody gonna believe it. And then when I said something about it, somebody got mad. Then I made a comment. Some girl made a comment to me. Some women can be feminine and come from women. So women own femininity. No, you don't. I'm sorry to tell you that you don't own femininity. Men don't own femininity. But I'm gonna tell you something. Since some of y'all like to grab the good book and use that. If you want to say that, you can also say that women came from men. So femininity originally came from men. If you want to be honest, okay, did he take a rib from us? Okay, that's what he said. That's what the Bible said. Of the good book that y'all like to read, but don't understand. You like to read, but you don't like to understand it, okay? He took a rib from us and created women. Took a rib from man and created woman. So to be honest, you can really argue that femininity everything came from man. If you want to be technical, okay? And no one owns it. If men want to wear makeup, they can. If women want to wear makeup, they can. They want to perm their edges and do all that type. You can do that. But this whole argument of talking about let me tell you something. If you don't like gay people, you don't like the fact that I'm gay, then I highly suggest that you unsubscribe. I'm not gonna keep on. I'm not one of those people. You got me confused with one of these other folks that don't talk about homosexuality, that don't talk about being a Black gay man. I'm not gonna pretend for none of y'all asses. I'm just not gonna do it. You better be lucky that this time I've been doing YouTube videos that I have not had my boyfriend on there kissing me in the damn mouth or doing whatever. Because, girl, I don't give a damn. I'm not one of these folks that going to sit here and use these non-gender specific ass pronouns and shit to describe me talking to somebody. You got me confused. I'm not going to sit here and put up pictures, videos, and all this type of stuff and make it seem like I'm talking to a woman. I'm not going to do that. I'm not one of those gay black men. I'm just not going to do that. I'm very comfortable with myself. And bitch, I done went through a lot of shit in high school. So I'd be damned if I let somebody a faceless blue silhouette tell me what the fuck I can and cannot do on my damn YouTube channel.
Oh, so somebody must have really gone off. I mean, yeah, so I don't know. What do you guys think? I agree with a lot of what he's saying. This just came up as far as like, I don't know. What did I even search for? Gay rights or Pride Month or something, but this video came up. I've never seen his video, but I mean, yeah, he's making some good points, you know, as far as homophobia. Well, in this, particularly in the black community, but you could also say generally.
What I can do with my damn career, or me even being a comfortable black gay man. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So y'all around here, you pooch around in the comments, you're talking all this shit. You around here talking all this shit in the comments, talking about some, well, I don't believe in it. Oh, okay, girl, if you're going to sit there and say that the next time a white person sit there and say, I don't like niggers, and I don't like blacks, and they stupid as hell, I'm going to tell you, that's their opinion, girl, because at the end of the day, it's freedom of speech. So y'all love to cherry pick. You cherry pick the shit out the Bible. You cherry pick what rules and shit apply to folks. You cherry pick every damn thing. If it's not what you like, you take away from it, and you're not going to take away shit from me. It's not going to happen. So y'all can kiss the inside of my ass with this whole stupid ass statement of I don't have to believe in it. Girl, nobody's asking you, bitch. I don't need your bad credit ass to approve any damn thing for me to get a damn loan. I don't need your ass. So stop around here saying this dumb ass shit to myself. I don't believe in homosexuality. And then when somebody challenge your ass on their thinking, that you're gonna say, well, this is my opinion. And if that's the fact that, girl, when these white folks sitting around here and they sitting here calling you niggas and denying your claims and all this type of shit, just say, girl, that's their opinion, honey. That's their right to do that. So you see how this shit works? You can't sit up here and use this same shit. You can't. Yeah. You can't pick and choose.
You agree? I agree.
Because if a white person, as long as they're not putting their hands on me, and if they sit around here saying that you niggers are y'all fuck y'all shouldn't be here, you need to go back. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. For those who think like that, if you think that, you know, you being homophobic and making these comments saying you don't believe in homosexuality, you don't believe in that, that's your opinion. So when the next time you hear a white person, a Donald Trump get on there and talk about something, he don't like Muslims, he want to send their ass and do all that type of shit, remember that's his opinion. Okay, and also remember that the same good book that you like to use and pick and cherry pick and do whatever you want to do was the same book that justifies slavery. And I don't want to. Some of y'all, it's so funny. I find some of y'all asses hilarious. And you know what? I'm glad people like you continue to make these ignorant ass comments, and I can continue to point out how stupid you sound, how stupid and unsound your logic is. Sitting here saying dumbass shit. Y'all got a long way to go. Saying yesterday, black, y'all compare the gay struggle to the black struggle. Girl, it's all the struggle, bitch. You can't tell me which struggle is greater. Bitch, this ain't algebra. You're not gonna tell me what the struggle is. I live every day. It's not as strong as your struggle. You just not gonna do it, bitch. You just ain't gonna be able to do it, because if that was the case, we'd have to switch, bitch. We'd have to do some damn Dragon Ball Z type bullshit. Bitch, we'll have to switch. For me to walk in your shoes and for you to understand me and for me to understand you, it's not going to happen. So I can't sit there and tell you that your struggle is less than or equal to mine. But girl, we about the same, because we both live in this shit day to day.
I love that though. He said, what did he say something about? It's not algebra. And it's true. I have been told that though. I've been told by by certain people in the black community, you know, you can't compare that. Don't you dare talk about gay rights. It's nothing compared to, you know, the struggle of black Americans, or, you know, other groups as well that might, you know, feel that way. But I think he's right. I mean, we really don't know exactly what other people go through. It's better just to say, hey, let's let's make sure we're all respecting each other and not bullying people. And let's go after the people like the Clarks of the world and his four Alder Yasmin, like the ones that are actually doing the evil, harmful things, you know?
Dang. So when you see a man wearing, and it took me a while. It took me a while to get comfortable with it, but at the end of the day, I realized that shit ain't got nothing to do with Justin. It ain't got nothing to do with the Kingeries. It ain't got shit to do with me. It don't have anything to do with me. If I have plenty of friends that wear makeup, male friends who wear makeup, and male friends who wear stuff, to be honest, a guy can walk around in a sundress if he want to. It ain't got shit to do with me, girl. And I think some of y'all ass be so pressed. I'm gonna tell you some of you, I'm not gonna, because these bullets they flying around, girl. They finna hit a lot of y'all asses, girl. So they'll get you a vest or something. A lot of these comments are coming from because y'all
okay,
see
now I want to
transgender
beat him. He
men
cracks
and
me
women,
up. I love it.
you know, around here slaying the game. You got folks like Amaya Scott that's in here just, I think that's her name, Amaya, right here slaying. You got folks with D Smith, and she get her that hip hop rapping ass wig together. She'll look good, and some of y'all just cannot take that. Well, he ain't no woman. He ain't no woman, and that's not a girl. Some of y'all around here slaughtering babies. Y'all around here slaughtering children. You taking your ass to the damn clinic every goddamn 2-3 months because you don't want to tell this nigga to strap up. But you want to tell me I can't wear makeup, girl, if you don't go while you throwing babies in dumpsters and shit, girl. Mind on your business until you.
Oh, he is really pulling out all the stops tonight. But I like him. He's making a lot of valid points, I think. What do you guys think? You can let me know in the comments.
Other home, because I've been noticing, girl, since we on this subject, I'm going to spray a lot of y'all ass. Because a lot of this post-shooting shit has caused me to lose some friendships with folks that I'm just frankly not fucking with no more. I'm not. Now, they be talking all this shit about any other tragedy, but the moment some gays die, they silent as hell. Girl, we just can't. We can't be friends. I can't. I'll be a damn fool. I'm a preach to people about acceptance, equality, and tolerance and all this shit. And then I got folks that's close to me, some here making idiot. It's just not gonna happen. It's not realistic in my age voice. It's not realistic at all. It's just not going to happen. I feel it. It's just not going to happen. Some of y'all, you worry about the wrong thing. You got way more shit to be worried about than where my dick is going. You got way more shit to be worried about than how the fuck I'm taking dick. You got way more shit to worry about than how I'm sucking dick. Y'all want us to make y'all laugh. Y'all want us to do makeup. Your bitch want us to tell you what your outfit look like and all that type of shit. You want to put us in these damn boxes and shit, and you want us to make you laugh. But the moment I sit here talking my shit, oh girl, I ain't here for that. No bitch, because I'm not one of those. And my gay black men, you're gonna have to stand up. You're gonna have to stand up and get on y'all ass too. You have got to stop some of these ignorant ass statements when these folks make. When you take your ass to their barbershop and they talking shit, bitch, it's time for us to. Bitch, I'm turning to Magneto in this hole. Bitch, I'm tired. I'm tired of fucking with y'all asses. And I'm not, bitch, I'm finna be Magneto in this motherfucker, bitch. And whatever that planet he made, bitch, I'm finna land that hole right here on planet Rock. Okay, bitch, I'm feeling Malcolm X right now. I am Malcolm X. Bitch, y'all, I'm going to the barbershop today. I'm not going, when this moment somebody make a dumbass comment about gays, bitch, I'm going to stand the fuck up and I'm going to say something. I'm not going to be around here hiding, bitch. I'm not fucking, bitch, you hoes ain't Hitler. Bitch, I ain't going to be walking around here hiding my motherfucking shit, bitch. You crazy. I ain't living in no goddamn attic, bitch. I ain't living in no closet. I'm be out here mutant and proud, bitch. Okay? I'm tired of this shit. Y'all getting on my damn nerves. Every time I'm going around, y'all ass want to say some dumbass shit. But the moment time a white person say,
I would love to have.
I'm gonna start saying, well, girl, that's his opinion, bitch. If that's what he want to say, girl, and that's shit gonna make some of y'all asses mad.
He's
the moment somebody say, well, I want to hang all the niggers. I want to hang every goddamn nigger in the goddamn country. I'm saying, well, girl, that's his opinion. Don't tell me nothing about this shit. Since you hoes don't want to sit here and say, well, that's my opinion. You hoes love to hear hide behind that opinion shit. You are entitled to your opinion, bitch. You are not entitled to your damn facts. Okay, you're not entitled to making your own facts. Okay, let me be LGBT issues. You gonna know from every video I do that I am a comfortable gay black man, because I have to be specific. because there's a lot of their ass walking around here and
Good for
hiding
him.
shit.
I love that.
And don't talk about the shit. I'm not
going to be a comfortable gay black man. And I like that he said that, because when I started the channel Ryan's Gay Chicago, and just the whole term, some years ago, I thought about it time and again. I'm like, maybe I should change it to be more, universally appealing, because some people are just not going to like the gay. They're not going to like the gay. And I thought, I think that's why I need to keep it, because sometimes people need to be uncomfortable and be faced with what or who they think is less than human. And that's how I feel I've been treated a lot in my life, and I'm sure a lot of other gay people could identify. And everyone can identify with some way that you've been, bullied or disrespected, right? Or that someone didn't consider you worthy of the same respect as them or someone else. So I think it's I like that. What I like about this guy is he's just like, look, this is who I am, and I'm not ashamed. I'm not going to hide it anymore. I like that. Especially, when you grow up like I did, like conservative religious family, and you just you're just in the closet. It's horrible. So a lot of gays end up hurting themselves or killing themselves.
One of those, and I'm gonna call y'all ass, and I'm gonna continue to educate y'all asses. Okay, in the words of education,
Okay.
my good folks at Education Podcast, I'm gonna continue to educate you all, because it's got
We gotta
to
look.
stop.
We gotta
We
find
have
out who
got
he
to
is.
stop.
We're gonna look.
That's all we got is each other, girl. And then it don't matter if you around here slaughtering babies. I'm sitting here slaughtering babies by sucking on them. We all in this world together. Okay, we all doing the same thing. And y'all can see that these folks out here slaughtering us and killing us based on how we live our lives. That is a problem. That is a problem. I'm sitting here going to war with people that I don't even know because of how I'm living my life. And that's a problem. So some of y'all got to stop walking around here being these Omar Martins. You have to because just because you ain't did shit, you're silent him. That's how it starts off. And I'm not saying that you're going to do that eventually, but you have got to realize that some of these things that you have, it should not even be there. Some of this stuff should not be there. So that's all I got. I done went on a tangent, honey. I hope y'all having a good day. For those who care about me being a gay black man, I know this whole probably got 1,000 dislikes. That's fine with me. I don't give a damn about that dislike bullshit, girl. I just don't. At the end of the day, my cable is not looking ... girl. She is saying 0848. Okay, so that's all that matters to me.
Okay, you guys. Now this is fantastic. Okay, we got to figure who is this guy, King of Reeds, and that was 8 years ago. Let's see if he has other stuff. Okay, he's still making videos. What does he talk about? HIV, living positively from YouTube originals. Oh, that's awesome. That is great. Sherry Shepherd, please show. I just don't know who Sherry Shepherd is. I'm not up to date with all the different celebrities, Interesting. Okay. Should we look? Let's look at one of his recent ones. Let's see what this is like.
Come on in, baby. Hell yeah, I hope you ain't ate shit. I'm about to fuck the shit out of you. Boy, quit playing. You ain't finna take you down, bro. What the fuck is this shit? It's my bed. Come on, lay on down. Come on in, baby. Hell yeah, I hope you ain't ate shit. I'm about to fuck the shit out of you. Boy, quit playing. You ain't finna do shit. I'm finna dick.
Well, he's definitely very outspoken. See, Real Housewives, but unfortunately, I just don't. I don't keep up with it, so I don't know. It looks like he covers a lot of celebrity stuff. What do you think? Should I subscribe? I wish I could message him though. I love that one video was very good. It was blunt, but he said a lot of good things. Okay, he does have a Facebook. Yeah, maybe I'll message him. Something about Tyler Perry, $260 million lawsuit. Let me go back to that video. Maybe I'll comment on that. Oh, and you know what I can do? I'll bookmark it to my LGBT. There we go. So that way I won't forget it. And we'll say, I love how open you are about yourself and how comfortable you are. That is amazing. We need more of that in this world, right? No more hiding in closets, people. Whether it is Pride Month or not, we need to. Silent sissies of the pew. Oh my God! Why do gay men still attend homophobic churches? Oh, we're definitely gonna have to come back to him. This boy is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. I was like, do I still have anybody with me? 3 people. 3 people. My poor mod tonight. I lost him. Okay, let me just find something gay and humorous to end on, and then I'll say goodnight to you guys. Unless you had anything else, any questions or anything else you want to share. Oh, damn, Mick, it's already midnight. It's already midnight, baby. Let's see if we can find some funny gay thing. Oh yeah, Mateo, he really is funny. Yeah, he is so hilarious. Oh, I love when he gives advice. Oh yeah, those are really funny. That guy, I've never seen it or heard of him. I wanted to see actually last night when I was searching, there was some Chris Rock stuff that came up, but I don't know. I'm almost afraid to play it because he's also very uncensored. Oh, do you guys know? Okay, this might not be just gay comedy, but he's really funny. You might like him. Hold on here. I'll find a little of Matthews.
Cool model lets you add both images and prompt text to edit a bit.
You are smart. You are beautiful. You are talented. Girl, you are going to be looking good for the show. Oh, shit. We late.
So he and his partner, I guess, live on the farm.
See you later, Wookie. Bye.
And he's funny. He is really funny. Especially when he talks to his
bitch
chickens.
Go any faster. Damn. Show gonna be over by the time we get there.
Put your hands together right now for Bad
Time to get used to it. And as people know me on the internet and people, they follow me and they know who I am, they say the stupidest shit to me. This person messaged me and said, if you hate it there so much, maybe you should just leave. I said, bitch, you hate your ugly ass kids too. Oh. But you don't up and leave them, you saggy titty hoe. I can't fucking stand people I don't know how I do this, y'all, because I can't stand people. This lady messaged me, do you really wear that robe or is that just an act for views? I said, I don't know about where you live, but in Alabama, we're in a recession. Laundry detergent is higher than a giraffe's pussy. And bitch, I sleep naked, okay? So in the morning times, I put on my robe and go take care of all them badass clothes. And y'all know what it's called? Let me teach y'all something real quick. Stay on this call. It's called Mind Your Fucking Business. The shit is free. Can you believe it?
Oh, wait, hold on. Shay says, I love Matt. Oh, okay, so you've seen Matt before. Watch him all the time. Tyler Perry said this, and I'm going to leave on this note. Don't let your worrying be... Worrying? Is that what you meant? Don't let your worrying be greater than your faith. Oh, okay. That's like... Is that like our inspirational quote that you're leaving for us? I appreciate that. You know what? I really wanted to find a video of him with his chickens because they're so cute. Or if I could find oh man, who's the other guy that was really funny? Oh, here, let's listen to a little bit. Okay, here's a lesbian comedian. Let's see how she...
Let's get into it. I am gay. See, y'all were like, I am gay, but I'm tired. I'm tired of being gay, y'all. I'm tired of being gay. I be straight. I'm like, people coming out the closet. I'm going back in. Tired of being gay. I feel like it's not fun no more. They just letting anybody be gay. Like, gay starting to feel straight, and that's not why I came here. I don't know if y'all know they let women with 5 kids be lesbians.
Oh.
Like, that's crazy. 5 kids and you a lesbian? No. 5 kids? No. 5 kids, I don't think you're looking for a girlfriend. You're looking for help.
Maybe she's bi.
You don't need a girlfriend, bitch. You need an aunt. Aunt will do. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. They made me to be the boy because I got the haircut. My titties are bigger than yours. You the man. You got a chest, young man. You get the bill and make sure you tip, sir. Disrespecting me.
Oh yes, Matthew and his goats. Oh my God, he is too much.
Tired of paying. I ain't no man had to do this. This shit is expensive. And you're not always guaranteed pussy. That's the crazy thing about it. Being gay made me a better woman. I realized how selfish women are.
Oh boy. It's probably good though. I don't really watch too many lesbian comedies. It's good to get a different perspective. I've never seen this lady before.
It is.
Karen,
I took this beautiful woman out on a date. I took her out on a Thursday, first date, right? I took her out on a Thursday because I didn't want to pay weekend prices. Took her out on a Thursday, first date. The bill come out. The bill $475. That's what I said. What? $475. And when you paying, you can't complain. You just gotta pay. If you complain, you look broke. She gonna text the group chat. You don't want to be a part of that. You just with the head so I can call the bank. So dispute it.
Oh.
Somebody stole my car.
Oh.
They eating steaks on a Thursday. I don't do shit like that. That's not a Thursday for me. Y'all can check the records. I've never did nothing like that. Thursday? Right? She ain't know that though. She ain't know I got my money back, so I take her home. Baby, with my titties out. Big gay peace, ain't no peace. It's hard even being gay. When people find out you gay, no matter if they're attractive or not, they try to talk to you. They think because you gay, they could talk to you. Right? Unattractive women try to talk to me. That's crazy to me. Y'all looking at me right now. That's crazy to me. You ever see somebody walking up to you, but you like, they can't come over here. And like you move your head, like where the fuck they?
Good night.
Behind me? What they looking at? Then you look up and they right here. You're like, oh, this is bad. It's crazy. An unattractive one. I'm not dating an unattractive woman. I'm not gonna disappoint my mother twice.
That's funny.
Dating my family, cool if she beautiful. If she ugly, they don't like gay shit. They homophobic. If she ugly, they homophobic. If she cute, they like, all right, we see why you did that. Love is love.
Oh God.
Seriously, I just want to be gay in peace. And here's the thing, I got a type. I figured it out, right? I got a type. A lot of women try to talk to me and they got big breasts. That's not my type. I don't like big titties. I got my own titties. I don't need no more titties in my life. I'm good on titties. It's not what I meant to. I don't know if y'all ever seen two big titty women hug. But when they hug, they go backwards. All that titty pressure push you apart.
Oh,
that's not love, that's distance.
That's perfect. Well, on that note, I'm gonna call it a night as well. That was interesting. We got to check out some there was at least one new gay comic that I've never seen. So she's pretty funny too. All right, everybody, have a wonderful night, and we'll talk soon. Tomorrow there is a Harvey Public Library meeting at 1 p.m. I'm going to try to go cover that if I can. But yeah, as always, you know how to reach me, ryansgaychicago.com. Thanks for joining, and we'll talk soon. As we say in French, good night, bonne nuit.